Hello, everybody. It's Rombo here. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving and you ate too much, and now we're back to good old trading. Let's get right into it. CYBL here had another red day. We're breaking away from the downward resistance trend line. We did manage to stay above today's support, which is good for a couple reasons. One, it used to be resistance back here, and now it's support. It did bounce off of it once, close to it twice, and now the third time is still held. So that might be a good sign that it's bottoming out right here. But if you look really according to the horizontal resistance here, or support, we have support down at the 0187 level. And there's concurrence there with the negative one deviation area. So I tend to think that we'll probably break the support here and work our way down. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an old man upstairs in the dark room looking at three monitors. So take it for what it is. But again, I think we have a slight chance of it bouncing here and maybe working our way back up, or what I think is where we're going to be coming back down to a minimum of the negative one deviation. And guys, look, it's what stocks do. This is the average price. And everyone's ready to jump out of the window. Oh, look how much it came down. This is the average price, and it's not going to stay above, and it's not going to stay below. It fluctuates. So, if you're in it, and you could stomach the temporary downswing, or buy more on the way down, then have at it. So, but it for this to be the average price, it can't stay above here. It's going to drop down, so you get your average, and then to be average when it's down here, it's got to come back up. So that's just the way things are. But CYBL will be okay. So next, FERN. FERN had again, it was way up on the third deviation here, and now it's been kind of consolidating, had another little run, and now it's working back down to the average price. Now, where it could go from here, we don't know. It could now start on the downswing, but it's pretty strong. It looks like it's trying to hold the average price here at 0.0326 today. So if it does get above the average means price again, most likely we're going to be coming up again. But we are well below the downward resistance trend line. We're underneath Andrew's pitchfork. So I could see FERN maybe coming down and testing 0259 area, or even maybe coming down to the negative deviation area, which would not be here, it'd be in time, so maybe out this way around 0211 area, if it decides to break to the downside. So that's what we have with FERN. ILUS, I changed my pitchfork. I did have it in the downtrend position, but I put it back to the upside here. It's breaking away from the pitchfork, which is good. It got up to the one deviation again, which is resistance, and we finished pretty much right on it. So tomorrow could be a big day to see what ILUS is going to be doing, if it's going to continue this recent leg coming up, or breaking back down to the downside at around 0.3771 area, or we could break through this 446 area and have another good sized run here. So that's what I have going for ILUS. Next, PUGE, if I could find it. There we go. PUGE, massive, all the way up to the third deviation. And now we came all the way back down to the average price, bounced off the average price. We had a pop up, typical OTC gap up, and the rest of the day goes down. And today we finished at what 0.00925, which was from around -5%. The RSI is still continuing to come down. It did bounce there, got back up to close around the 50. Now it looks like it's coming down. The seller's still in control. So who knows what's going to happen with PUGE? This could be the bottom. If we have a blue day tomorrow, that might be a good sign that we had a low here. Now we put in a higher low, but we don't have a higher high yet. So that usually means consolidation, which is fine. If we consolidate all the way over and then break the downward trend, that would be a nice, easy way to ease into an uptrend. Maybe buy on the lower end here of the consolidation and then wait for a break to the upside. So this area here, 0.0092 up to 0.109 area, I could see it bouncing in that area for a while. Doesn't mean that's going to happen. It could have just had a nice little pop up here and then continue to come back down to the average and maybe even come down to the negative side, or it could just start making a run toward the downward resistance trend line and breaking out of that and starting another run. So matter of fact, I think I'm going to put an Andrews pitchfork on here. Here's the high, here's the low. So right now, even with the pitchfork on here, we have room to come down and bounce off that and maybe make another run here. So that's what I have for PUGE. Next is SPQS. SPQS did break the pitchfork here, which is usually a sign of a downtrend. We are just we bounced off the average, and now today we had a red day. Today no, it's 0.47 positive. So yeah, we must have done the good old gap up and then drop down, OTC style. Overall, we're still underneath that downward resistance trend line. At the beginning of the day, boom, we met it, hit it, and boom, dropped right below it. So SPQS not out of the woods yet. I could definitely see it still just continuing down this trend. There is a trend here from the couple of the support points, and we have concurrence here also with the average price. So I could see this coming down to 0.0094 maybe by the end of the week, and then deciding what it wants to do, if it wants to break to the upside again and have another run, or continue the downtrend. So SPQS, I think it's going to tell us what it's going to be doing here within the next couple of days. I mean, overall in this move, we had this run, we had a low, and then we had a higher high, or a lower high and a higher low. So a little consolidation, then we break up and it looks like a double top, and people like me, I see that and I sell, and sure enough, now it depends on how far people want to take this. Again, we have this trend line as support. The average price is support. Horizontally, I would say around the 0.007 area would be good support if it breaks the 0.0086 support. So a couple things to look at with SPQS. The last one, TONR. It broke Andrew's pitchfork. Sound familiar? OTC's been kind of been rough lately here. I think it's the storm before the calm, and here big drop, and we did have the support of the day, which is also the average price on the deviation. So that was a good sign that it held there at 0.0071, 0072 area, and we'll see what happens here with TONR. If it breaks below that, we have some horizontal support here at 0.006 area, or we might break down to maybe the half deviation here at 0.0053. The -1 deviation is 0.035. So we are trending slightly upward, so this could go either way. Again, remember, usually it stays within the -1 and the +1 deviation. We're pretty much right smack dab in the middle, considering we have lower highs and lower lows. We are in a downtrend here, so just keep that in mind. We can put a downward trend line on here like that. That would be our first support line that we would want to break if you're conservative. The second one, very conservative, would be this really long and high downward resistance trend line here. So with that said, guys, I'm done for the day. I hope you guys had, again, a really good Thanksgiving, and everything's well with the families. And always give thanks, guys. Always give thanks. It keeps you in right spirits. And I will be seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.